It is Friday, November 26th in the NBA, and my best bets are on the way. We got 3 player props and 2 spread picks. Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Austin from Calling Our Shot. And let's recap Wednesday, because we did not have any games yesterday. And man, we were so close to the sweep. 4-1 on the day, 3-0 on player props, 1-1 on spreads. Darius Bazley, Steven Adams, both cash their under easily. Dejounte Murray goes over his assists pretty easily as well. The Bucks cover their first quarter spread just by a point, but we count it. And the Spurs, they didn't show up. The Roadhawks finally covered the spread for the first time all season. That's 2 winning days in a row. Let's try to string together some winning days. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We're less than 150 subscribers away from 14,000, which is unreal. And once we hit 14,000, we'll do a $14,000 subscriber parlay giveaway and give you guys the winnings if it does cash. So last note, click that like button down below, click that comment your best bet. Only takes a couple seconds. We appreciate it. Now let's get this show on the road. Waste no more time. It's Friday. Let's go into the weekend making some money. It's Black Friday too. Now let's get into it. We're starting with my best bet of the day. Scotty Barnes over 10.5 rebounds plus assists, minus 125 on DraftKings. Now we've taken this prop before and we're going to take it once again because Scotty Barnes has been one of the most impressive rookies so far this season. He's averaging 14.8 points per game, 8.4 rebounds per game, and 3.3 assists per game. Now we're only concerned about his rebounds and assists today, which he's combined averaging 11.7, a little bit above this line because we only need 11. Now, he's hit this line in 4 straight games and in 9 of his past 11. That even considers that Pascal Siakam has returned. OG Anunoby's been in and out of the lineup today. They will be without Khem Birch, but regardless, today he takes on a Pacers team, and normally with a rookie, you're only a month or so into the NBA season. You're like, oh, we don't have a large sample size against specific teams. Lucky for us, Scotty Barnes has taken on the Pacers twice this season, and in 2 games, he's had 12 rebounds and 1 assist, so 13 combined, and 7 rebounds and 7 assists, 14 combined in the other game. Now, he's cleared this line in both of them, and that's due to the size of the Pacers. They have, obviously, Sabonis and Turner. He's going to be out there needed to grab some rebounds and play some good defense against both of those guys, and he's averaged 6.8 assist chances and 14.1 rebound chances per game this season. That's 20.9, and all we need is 11. So he's averaging 20.9 rebounds and assist chances. All we need is 11. I like our chances. Now in the 2 games against the Pacers this season, he's averaged a combined 23.5 potential rebounds and assist chances. So a little bit even higher. Even with Siakam back, OG potentially back, I still like it. He should see plenty of opportunities. And I'm riding with Scotty Barnes for 10.5 rebounds plus assists. Now moving on to the next pick, we're going to move on to some spread picks, starting with the Warriors. -6, -115 versus the Blazers. Fine at 6.5 or 7 if this line does tend to creep up. Now here we have the Road Blazers, and they're one of the worst teams in the NBA. Now the Road Hawks, they hurt us last time, so we're going to go back to the Blazers because if you keep fading them, you're probably making money. The Blazers 1-8 against the spread on the road this season, 2nd worst in the NBA. The Hawks, the only team behind them, 1-9, and they average 11 fewer points per game. They shoot 3% worse on the road and 8% worse from 3. And this is a team that loves to fire up 3-pointers. Now the Warriors, they're taking on the Warriors, who are a very good offensive team, very good at home, and the Warriors quietly 8-2-1 against the spread at home this season, the 2nd best in the NBA, and they returned from their road trip. They had like a 3 or 4 or 5 game road trip. They returned and won 2 straight home games, one by 15 to the Raptors, the other by 20 points to the Sixers. I'll save you the sake of the numbers because I don't want to be saying 13, 15, 16. I'll save you the sake of the numbers. They have won their last 9 home games by at least 13 points. They've been ridiculous at home, taking on a Blazers team that has not been good on the road, and they've just been dominating teams at home this season, even though they're in the new arena, no longer in Oracle, I believe in the Chase Center now, but still the Warriors, you look at both these 2 teams, they're pretty good, ranked evenly offensively. Warriors currently have the 2nd rated offense, Blazers right behind them at 3rd, but the defense is what makes the biggest difference. You obviously know the Warriors have the #1 rated defense in the league. Yeah, the Blazers, 27. So a little bit on different sides of the spectrum. Obviously, Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum can get hot, but they both have been struggling recently. So I'll continue to ride with the Warriors, minus the 6 points. Moving on to another spread pick, the Suns, -2.5 versus the Knicks. Now, normally, if you see me in my normal kind of place, you'd see my Knicks pennant up in the rafters. But no, sadly, we are at home and we're at my parents' house. But we're still going to get after it because today we have the Suns traveling to New York City to take on the New York Knicks. And the Knicks have been a very hot and cold team. As a fan of them, they've been very hot. Some games they do really well, some games they don't do too hot. That's really off the starting lineup, to tell you the truth. But they're coming off a 6-point victory over the Lakers, and they tried their hardest to choke that game because they had a 25-point lead. But regardless, to take on the hottest team, no pun intended, the Phoenix Suns, and they're on a 14-game win streak, and they are by far, this line could be a big trap. And I understand you will see a team with a 14-game win streak, like, Why are they only 2.5-point favorites against the New York Knicks? But either way, I'll fall right into the trap because the Knicks, they're not going to be able to guard CP3 at all. He'll probably have a field day against them. I don't mind his player prop overs, but still, you have RJ Barrett. He's been playing elite defense. He'll probably be on Devin Booker, although Devin Booker could still have a field day. I just think the Suns match up way too well against the Knicks, and the Knicks don't match up well against the Suns. And what I mean by that is you look at Evan Fournier. Who's he going to guard? Mikal Bridges? I think Mikal Bridges might have a good game. Jay Crowder, he can probably try to guard Julius Randle, DeAndre Ayton. The Knicks have a lot of injury problems. But the main reason we're here, though, is you look at CP3, and he has not, if you look at all these two, fine, let's take a step back. These two teams played twice last year. Suns won both of them, 23 and 8 points. But CP3 is the difference maker, in my opinion. CP3 hasn't lost to the New York Knicks since 2011. He's beat them 13 straight times. I don't see either of these winning streaks, the 14-game straight regular season winning streak, or the 13 wins from CP3 against the Knicks. I don't see either of them falling today. You look at both teams have some injuries, the Suns with Frank Kaminsky, Dario Saric, and whatnot. But the Knicks, I think, have more important ones. Derrick Rose, Mitchell Robinson, Taj Gibson, all injured, questionable for this game. So we'll see if they do come up. But I'm picking the Suns, minus the points on the road, and we'll ride with them. Now let's pick two more player props, and then we'll get out of here. Ja Morant, over 36.5 PRAs, minus 110 versus the Hawks. And if you're not following us on social media, definitely go follow us at Calling Our Shot. Now, Ja Morant, we have a love-hate relationship. One, I love picking his props. Two, he hates cashing our props. But we're going to give him another chance because we do love him and we love this matchup. Now, you saw what we did with Dejounte Murray taking on the Hawks, and you can take his assist line because the Hawks give up the most assists per game to opposing point guards. But sometimes with Ja, you pick his assists, and sometimes you're just like, I'll score 35 points and give you 2 assists. And so that's why I'm going PRA line, because I think it's a little bit of a safer bet. Now, maybe he gets the assist and doesn't cash PRAs, but I'll take my chances. Now, I like the Grizzlies. They're at home, and here are Ja Morant's home road splits. Now, on the road, he's averaging 23.9 points per game, 5 rebounds per game, and 7.4 assists per game. A combined 36.3 PRAs, right at this 36.5 PRA line. But at home this season, he's averaging 26.5 points per game, 6.5 rebounds per game, and 6.9 assists per game, 39.9 PRAs. A couple points over this. He's cashed this over in 5 of his last 6 home games, and he should put on a show for the fans of Memphis who pay to come see him. That's what he's been doing all year. And in his 2 career home games versus the Hawks, he's had 38 PRAs and 35. The 35 was a game he shot 12 times. I think he'll shoot a little bit more today. We should see his shot attempts increase as he's in a primetime matchup against Trae Young. It's one of the biggest marquee young point guard matchups you'll ever see. So we'll see. I think we'll see Ja Morant go off today. We're taking his over 36.5 PRAs and riding with it. Now, my last player prop of the video, Giannis Antetokounmpo, over 24.5 points. Now, this is minus 115 on DraftKings, taking on the Nuggets. And this line's a little bit confusing, as is his PRA line, which is 40.5. But maybe we're falling into a trap here, but I got to ride with Giannis. He's one of the best players in the NBA, and even despite some blowouts recently, he has cashed us over in 2 of his past 3 and 4 of his past 6 games. And they're taking on the Nuggets. They said it's 3.5 3-point favorites today, and this game should be close, although I'm not really sure. I'd likely lean with the Bucks, but we're not sure about Nikola Jokic's status for the game. He is a game-time decision or questionable, and I know what the Nuggets are going to do. They're going to put Aaron Gordon on him, and they're going to say, Aaron Gordon should be able to do the trick. I'm here to tell you it's not going to happen. Giannis is one of the best players in the NBA. He's averaging 27.2 points per game. And Giannis has been able to beat Aaron Gordon in the past when he was on Orlando Magic. I'm not scared of him one bit. We're asking the reigning finals MVP to put up 25 points. I think he's fully capable of doing that. Now, he has, against this Nuggets team, he hasn't necessarily piled up the stats in terms of rebounds and assists, but he still has hit this over in 4 straight games versus the Nuggets. I think he can make it 5 straight. You still look at the Bucks. They did finally get Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton back, but still, this is a guy that they're going to rely on Giannis. He's their finals MVP. He's carried them time and time again throughout the regular season, and he's still going to shoot 15 to 20 times tonight, maybe even more if he's hot. And given his efficiency, not asking for a lie. Shouldn't be attempting a lot of 3-pointers, but if he wants to, go for it, Giannis. We support you. Do whatever makes you happy. So we're going to ride with Giannis. This line's way too disrespectful, and come on, say it with me. Tonight, we're getting Greek freaky. So we're riding with Giannis, over 24.5 points. Now, as always, that will do it. Now, I'll recap them right now. I'll say them to you. Giannis, over 24.5 points. We're taking the Warriors, -6. We're taking the Blazers, -2.5. Or, no, not the Warriors, -6. The Suns, -2.5 versus the Knicks. Ja Morant, over 36.5 PRAs. And Scotty Barnes, over 10.5 rebounds plus assists. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And like I said, if you haven't checked out Logan's college football best bets video, you definitely should check it out. It is a must-watch. He's really having fun making those college football videos. And there's only a couple weeks left of the college football season. Really only 1, maybe 2 to be exact. So we appreciate you guys, as always, for tuning in. If you haven't followed us on social media, definitely go follow us. We appreciate you guys. Tomorrow, I'll see you back Saturday. We'll not only have the NBA video, we'll also have a couple NFL videos for the Sunday slate of week 12. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. This has been Austin. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.